She giggles. Good. I just roped you into making vacation plans with me. Wait, what? That wasn't what I was agreeing to. You don't want to go on vacation with me? Sometimes having a conversation with Rain is like trying to follow the plot to a Tommy Wiseau movie. You said you could pretend that this is a proper vacation, right? And it feels pretty good to me, so why don't we go on a real vacation then? Over the summer once school's out. It's perfect. An adventure to start off your real life. I think this is adventure enough for anybody. I just want to spend time with you. Her expression flickers a little, some of that confidence wavering in the soft lines of her face. You like me, right? Yeah, of course. Good. She leans her head down onto my chest again, and to my surprise, she doesn't say anything else. As everyone finally gets tired of the water, or too cold, we end up packing back up on the shore, drip drying. I keep getting glimmers close to the surface. Yeah, they were a bunch of fish. I thought I felt one brush up against my leg. She shudders, and a completely dumb idea manifests in my head. And then, like the moron I am, it comes out of my mouth. I'm gonna catch one. The girls look at me like I just said I was going to the moon. What? You're going to catch a fish? Yeah. Now that I've said it, I have to follow through, right? Sounds like a waste of time. Maybe Kyle's right, though. If we could catch fish, we could cook that up and not have to worry about using our food. Ida doesn't look convinced. Even if we can get enough to feed all of us, what are we supposed to catch them with? I don't know. Let Kyle figure it out. All dudes know how to fish, right? We pick the berries, you catch the fish. That's how it works. Paleolithic sexism. Impressive. Now they're all looking at me like I'm actually going to get one of those fish somehow. A bead of sweat trickles down my cheek. Why do I always have to run my mouth and get into these stupid situations? Pressure mounting, I clear my throat. Yeah, of course I know how to catch one of those fish. Try not to waste our time. I walk over to the edge of the stream, staring into the water, as if I might be able to threaten the fish out. I have to think of something. The girls all crowd around eagerly. Well, what's the bright idea? Well, make a fishing line, catch with your hands, or use a net. Well, I mean, you're not going to catch them with your hands. We don't have a net. How would you make a fishing line? I don't get any of these choices. Let's manly catch them with our hands, like a manly man. I'll just grab one. Perfect. That was exactly the smartest thing I could have said in this situation. Let me just grab the fish. Reeling with self-loathing, now I have to try to make this nonsense work somehow. What? Like, I'll just pull it out of the water. It's a fish. How the hell do you think you're going to do that? They look pretty fat and lazy. I can handle it. Let him try. I want to watch. I do think I saw someone do this on the internet once. Because that's credible. I believe in you. I roll up my pant legs again and wade into the water before the light fades. Well, here goes. I can feel all their stares on my back as I lean over the water, planting my feet among the rocks. I watch the water, looking for a sign that the fish that seemed to be everywhere a minute ago. Spit in the water when you see one. What? Spit. The fish will think it's food and come up to check it out. I used to do that in our stream. Not that we're trying to catch our fish with our hands, though. It was just a way to get a closer look. Maybe I could take that advice if the fish will get anywhere near me. Come on, fish. I'm a nice, friendly guy who just wants to cook you up and devour your insides. Finally, I see one, its scales gleaming as it drifts closer. I spit in the water as advised, and to my amazement, it drifts a little closer toward me. My heart pounds in my chest. He's so close. And so fat. His empty eyes pass right over my hands. I take a deep breath, timing my strike. My hands close around the fish, grabbing all water and scales as it suddenly wrangles itself out of my hands. Ah! I juggle it for a moment, trying to keep hold of it, my feet scrambling over the rocks. Only to lose the fish and my footing in the same moment, toppling into the stream. Even under the water, I can hear the peals of laughter. Maybe if I hold my breath long enough, I can just drift downstream, never to be seen again. My shame and I will be carried off somewhere far from here. I finally dare to lift my head above the water. Once, the only other option is drowning. Ida isn't even there anymore, but Andrea and Rain haven't given up on laughing. That technique was truly beautiful. I give it a solid 6. Are you okay? Even as she asks it, I can hear her fighting back the laughter in her chest. I'm fine. I wring out my shirt. Stupid fish. Stupid stream. I don't even like seafood. So Ida already said that you were doomed to fail and went to set up camp. She didn't see my complete failure? No, she saw it. She just figured you wouldn't learn from it. Oh, thanks. I'm dragged up the bank by the pair of them, fishless and with my feet squelching with every step. Ida already has a fire pit arranged and her own tent up. She doesn't pay me any attention, and I'm left to wallow in my failure alone while setting up my tent. Aww. We start dinner without any mention of what has been dubbed the fishing accident or incident, but I don't miss the amused looks Andrea and Rain give each other. Eventually, we manage to have a conversation about something that isn't my propensity for failure. Why did I think it was a good idea? As dinner breaks up, I'm left to shake off my defeat. Oh well, there'll be other chances to impress, or completely embarrass myself. I stand up, finally dried off. I decide to go and talk to one of the girls. Well, Ida's been stripping, Rain wants to have sex, and Andrea turns me down. Should I try again with Andrea, like the third time? Maybe she won't be so cold this time, she's laughing. Let's try it. Hey. Oh, hi. Did you need something? No, I just, She frowns a bit, looking at me tiredly. Don't take this the wrong way, Kyle, but I'm not feeling up for a conversation right now, so... Oh, right. Sorry. Again! She always turns him down. I'm not talking to her anymore. Every time she turns him down. She don't even talk to him. She vanishes into her tent before I can say anything else. Day 8 dawns. Wow. The next morning we get ready early. The routine is growing familiar now. Less whining and groaning all around. Either that or we've just learned that whining and groaning isn't going to help us any. Where today, Chief? Back to fate. Fate can decide. Turns out that I shouldn't have been left to decide which way to go. The trees and underbrush become so thick we can barely move through them. We fall back a little, listing to the left until we find a clearer path through the trees. It's so dark here. We stay on this course for a few hours, though the sun stays muted and casts us into a place where time doesn't seem to pass. A chill slides up my spine. I hope the weather isn't turning bad. The last thing we need is to have a night where we freeze. But no rain comes as we continue our set course, and the forest is quiet and calm. The hint of music brushes against my ear, lingering for several minutes. Who's humming? What? The humming, I thought it was one of you. If I sing, I belt it. I thought you would have learned that by now. Trust me, we're aware. It wasn't me either, promise. Great, now Kyle's losing it. I roll my eyes. Yeah, sure, I'm on to you two. They exchange glances, but I'm not giving in to their little mind games. It does get pretty boring out here walking endlessly. Maybe Andrew's ashamed of her singing voice or something. She is pretty shy. We keep going. The carpet of leaves beneath our feet grows dense as we step over roots and fallen limbs, but the path stays clear. The thick leaves overhead must prevent things from growing easily, letting us weave between the tree trunks. I hear again, faintly, a soft female hum that ghosts against the shell of my ear. I spin accusingly, Rain stopping where she'd been kicking a pine cone, and Andrea looking at me confused. What? Seriously, did you not hear that? I don't know what you're talking about. I think I know Rain well enough to know when she's messing with me. Her face is blank and earnest in its confusion. What the hell? You sure it wasn't Ida? Rain scoffs quietly at that idea. Ida humming is as likely as a dog meowing. No, it didn't come from that way. Maybe it was the wind or some kind of bug. Whatever it was, it doesn't matter. She heads off through the trees again, not seeming at all interested, but I feel like I'm going crazy. It was so distinct. How did none of them hear it? But Ida presses on, as do the others. I scramble to catch up. The humming doesn't come back, even though I strain my ears for it again. Maybe it really was Ida and she didn't think she'd get caught. Not that there's anything wrong with humming, it's just not a very Ida-esque thing to do. Oh well. With my temporary insanity having passed, the group falls back into its usual chatter. And then, what? I blink and it's gone. Guys, stop! The three turn towards me again. I saw a woman, I swear. You saw someone? Where? She's off that way through the trees. Did she not see us? She was walking the other way. I think she was, She was what? She was, naked? So this is like one of those mirage thingies where now you're seeing naked women wandering through the forest? Seriously, how horny do you have to be? Usually it happens because you're thirsty or something, right? Oh, he's definitely thirsty. I'm serious, she was real, I saw her, and she just happened to have no clothes on. Alright, this is getting out of hand. Let's go, now. Chase the woman or reluctantly agree? I mean, if he saw someone, let's go see. I'll prove it to you. Because there's no way that I've gone crazy. I take off through the woods before they can object. Kyle! Where the hell do you think you're going? I'll shout if I find something. I hear the grumbling conversation behind me as I bolt through the trees after the figure. The girls follow, though at a distance. This has taken us away from the direction we were going, I realize. But what if it really was someone? She could have had a phone, or a car, or big tits. Where could she have gone? I stare through the trees, trying to see a hint of the same slender body. Chatter follows behind me, and I know Ida's going to be thoroughly pissed off. Are you done yet? We're not going any further. There! She's right there! What the hell are you talking about? She was just there! A firm hand grabs me, yanking me back with a forceful grip. No, there's nothing there, Kyle. Now we're going back. You're not going to say a word about it. But... I didn't see anything either, Kyle. I was looking that way and there was nothing there. You're freaking me out, man. Let's just forget it and go, okay? Tough choice. Do I say fine and agree, or do I run after the woman, if there really is somebody or not?